Hello everyone. Come on in. I'm here to talk about my amazing coaching institute and how you can become a coach with me. You know, I've been doing this podcast. Many of you know I'm doing a podcast. And on my podcast, I get parents who come and talk about their real life issues. So if you want to follow my podcast and learn about how I coach people on my podcast, you can take my podcast for free, listen in for free. Just type the word follow. And on my podcast, what amazes me is how so often the issues we have can be solved or helped if the person just knows what their issue is. Like many times people come to my podcast and they just ask me, how can I solve it? And because I know how to help people, I get to the core of their issue so fast that the whole world opens up for them. Like yesterday, a few people on my podcast were just blown away and they were like, I didn't know that was my issue, right? So this is what I do. And if you want to learn how I help people and you want to learn my method, you can join my institute. I have a conscious parenting and life coaching institute. And this institute is 5 months. It's online. And I give you my techniques. I teach you my skills. I give you my method that you can use in your own life. And you can begin to coach others and earn money and become a certified coach. So if you're interested in my coaching institute, the application window is closing soon. So type the word coach and we will send you the link for the coaching institute. It's 5 months. The next class, the next cohort starts in September 9th. If you want to change your life, if you want to learn how you can build a career from home, if you want to liberate yourself, you can learn how to be a coach. Because when you become one of my coaches, you learn my method, you learn my techniques, I teach you, and you get the skills to create a new career. You can create a new career. You can create a new path forward. So many people say, oh, I don't have the money or I don't have the time. Well, this is about investing in yourself. This is about giving yourself a way to make money from home, a way to have a purpose and a passion. So if anyone here has ever liked what I do and has wanted to learn my techniques, then this is the way forward. It's 5 months. It's online. It is a phenomenal certification program. I certify you to do the work I do. So anyone here who has already taken my coaching institute, if you have, then request to join a live and maybe I'll call you live. I know that there was a woman, Helena. Helena, are you here? Let me look for her. Hold on, Helena. Let me see if she's here. Helena. Oh, I don't see you. If you're here, Helena, then request to come live or here. And she said, Dr. Shefali, I want to come and tell the people how amazing it is. So it's always great to get spontaneous testimonials from people who've really gone through it.
Okay.
Hi, Helena.
Hello, Shefali. Hello, how are you? I'm here.
Okay, so Elena, you are a graduate of my coaching institute. So many people are listening in and they're wondering, maybe this is for me, but how do you think we can help them realize the importance of making this amazing decision?
Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the honor of spreading the message of Conscious Parenting Institute, the message that has transformed my life. So you were mentioning before I came in the issue about money, the issue about profession. I had them all. I did not have the money. I did not have the support of my surrounding. I did not have the right, let's say, the right psychology background. I am electrical engineer. who completely transformed career from engineering to now full-time coaching, which was the decision of my life. If you will let me to go back into my circumstances, because they are quite unusual, and before the Institute. So I am a woman from Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I believe that I am the only woman from this country that is and was on your Institute. And why is that? My country was every once in a while in a war. So my women, my people are still surviving and not thriving, you know. So my choice, my permission for me to actually choose myself was being selfish for my surrounding. But it was a statement for me, statement that no one else could give it to me. You know, you gave me that permission, but not by standing next to me. In my head, I was using your voice and talking to myself. And then I would ask myself, okay, how do you know that Shefali would tell you that? And I would say like, oh my God, I'm having my own inner wise voice. And then I could connect myself and recognize that as perhaps maybe my next purpose. And so it was. So at the age of 10, I stayed as a child who left without a dad. My dad got killed in a war, and I was 10 years old with a younger sister and a single mom. So in that moment, I believe that my childhood has stopped, and I had to become a role, that good girl who just had to be excellent, have good grades, and follow the path that was chosen for me by my mom. And my job was to help my mom, that her burden is not so heavy. And that role was for a long time. So I did graduated, I did finish electrical engineering, I did find my secure job, I did get married, I did have 3 kids, and I was unhappy. I was, is this it? Is this it? Is this my life? Is this me? I got it all. I got point 1, point 2, point 3, all of them. Is this it? And then I was presented by your work. Then I started following you. Then I fell in love in your passion. I fell in love with the message. I fell in love with the principles of conscious parenting. And I was drawn into it. So I wanted to become, I think, cohort 5. Was it cohort 5 during the pandemic?
I think 4.
Maybe.
4 and 5.
Okay, and then
4 and 5, 2 of
yeah.
them.
Yes. Okay. So I asked my husband. I told him, okay, there is this place that I want to be a part of. And his answer was, what is that? Coaching? What? So I had no support. I did not have the money. So I had a job with the salary, let's say 500 euros, and I could not afford it. And I asked him, okay, this is something that I'm really passionate about. And his answer was, why would you go there? Like, you have a job, why can't you be happy with it? And that was heartbreaking, but it gave me such strength. It gave me, I'm the only one who can provide myself this path. So it took me 2 cohorts to collect money and to come back to invest in myself, like not in coaching, not in yours, in myself, which is a feeling of fulfillment. For the first time, the only person that is ready to believe in me is me. I'm not a beggar of my husband. Please believe in me so that I can believe in me. I'm not a beggar of my mom. Please believe in me so that I can believe in me. I'm the first one who is believing in me. So the decision to be in the Institute was not just a decision, it was declaration. It was an ending of generational pattern of women who are following the path, who are followers and not choosing for themselves. So I knew that when I go in, I'm going out as a completely different person, which happened. And I quit my job, and it was an amazing feeling. And I'm doing this job, I'm spreading this message, and I am living my purpose.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Helena, you just have so like warmed my heart and blown my mind, and because I feel you, I see you, I hear you, and I know that this kind of passion and conviction can only come out of a deep, authentic place. I cannot tell you to talk like this. I feel it because you're living it, and you've seen the transformation. And you know, when I come on here to like tell people to join the institute, you know, like a part of me doesn't like, I don't want to do it, because how can you you cannot tell somebody what this is. It is so intangible, it's so formless. And then I'm like, come to the institute. That's why you do a better job than I can, because you are the
Yes.
living embodiment of what I teach. But I feel like a car salesman, you know, come and ride my car. But this is so deep, I can never explain. So really, whoever feels it will just come. And I know that. I'm never going to be somebody who's going to attract 1,000 people, because it's so unique what I'm trying to give, that people have to really be ready for this transformation, be wanting a deep revolution in themselves. I mean, look at Helena. You have transformed yourself, and many people don't want it. They don't want to change their lives. They don't think they have to change their lives. So we're talking about only the small percent who want something more. And you were one of those who wanted something more, and you found the resonance with me. I didn't come to you. You found it. So anyone listening who has this yearning to become all lit up like Helena is and I am, I know we are lit up. We're lit up because we have found a purpose, and we have found the principles of a teaching that work in every situation. They're not a strategy, they're not a technique. So Elena, when you were going to the institute and you didn't come from this background, you didn't have this psychology background, how did it work for you, and how did you learn to embody it?
Let me tell you a situation. We had a coaching on it. If you remember, I had experienced where my kids and my mom were in a car accident. It was a heavy car accident.
I remember. Oh, you're
Yes,
that. I know who you are. I didn't connect it. Now I remember. Okay.
yes, yes. And my little boys from the age of 4 and the age of 6 were drawn from the car into 2 different hospitals, and my mom into 3rd hospital into another country. And I was experiencing inner liberation. Why? Because I was able to keep myself in the present moment, accepting what is in front of me, and accepting my anxiousness, my frequency going up and down, and being able to have a compassion for myself, being able to be present for my sons, to play with them, to be in one hospital, then to go 300 kilometers into another hospital. I do not know how would I survive that. I mean, I would survive it. I am a survivor, but I don't know really how would I be well from the inside. How much wreckage would that bring me on the inside? And it did not. I do not have a fear when my kids go outside and play, and how will they cross street, and what will happen to them if I do not work. I do not have that. I'm at peace with them being, boys being, harsh and playful and hyperactive and all of that. I'm fine with them. I'm fine with them. So the greatest tool for me was that inner liberation, while in front of you is chaos. I don't know how else to describe it, chaos. You have nothing to grab on. You have nothing to grab on.
Yeah. Yep. Well, Helena did a coaching session with me in the Institute. I remember now. Her hairstyle is not the same, and it's a different
Wow.
time. And it's 3, 4 at least 3, 4 cohorts ago, so 2 years ago. But I remember, and in the Institute, I do live coaching with people to show them how to do live coaching. So she came on, and I remember that you were able to handle it because of all the things you were learning. And that's what the Institute gives you. It's I teach you how to live your life in a liberated way, and I teach you how to teach others to live their lives in a liberated way. So if you want to learn, there is a way to learn it. Helena is doing it now. She's helping other people because she experienced what I teach. And, it's so hard for me to say, come, because I teach this amazing thing, but the tools are amazing. The teaching is amazing. I am a vehicle of the teachings. And the way I've structured, Helena, are you doing the reboot program? I'm just asking on the side.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay. I'm doing another program for the old graduates. So if you want to learn what Helena is talking about, if you want to experience this fire she has, this passion, you can get it too. It's from this process you go through. It's a process. It's not a school for like a average school where you get a degree. This is a life transformational process that I'm giving you, plus the certification to go out and get a life, a career, a purpose. So it's two things I teach you. I teach you how to be liberated inside, but I also teach you how to help others. If you want what Helena has and what she's talking about, it's possible. You can join the Institute. You can try it out for 2 weeks. If you don't like it, you get your money back. You have nothing to lose but to try. Try. Maybe this is what you're looking for. Helena, why are you laughing?
Because I can see my people supporting me. My clients are inside, and okay, thank you guys. Thank you so
Ye-
much.
Yes, bravo,
And can you
bravo.
believe this compound effect of, you know, getting the message further and further? And I'm saying this part of world, this is where people do not know what coaching is. So part of my content is spreading the message of what coaching is and how much benefit will you have from it. And I had the same issue. Like, I cannot say, come, this will change your life. And I can really relate to that. But the thing is, we have to find the way to bring them this passion, this way of living. So when you say for 2 weeks, you guys, oh, please, please give yourself 4 more, and the journey is so deep, and there will be hard moments. But guys, it is so much harder to live ordinary life. I have nothing against it. I am just an ordinary woman. What I mean is to live in suffering of each day. Suffering is not natural. Joy is natural. And I'm not talking about, being hyper happy. Yeah, everything is great. No, I'm talking about embracing yourself when there's suffering in front of you. Like, suffering is optional. You do not have to embrace it. Yes.
And that's what I think what people don't realize is that you live this humdrum robotic
Exactly.
kind of habit life, and you don't realize you don't have to live your life
Yeah.
like that, right? And that's what you and I are doing. We're going, hey, you don't have to live like this. You can still have problems. I have
Yes.
problems every day. She has problems,
Yes. Yes.
but our approach to the problem is so different because of the tools we have learned, and we get to transform our life. And most of all, we get to really help our children and help other people's children. I mean, for me, that's my passion. I want to help other people's children thrive and succeed and be free of suffering. So if you want the passion that we have, if you want a life of meaning like we have, and you want to learn the tools, this is what my institute teaches you step by step by step. You don't need to have any background in psychology or sociology. You just have to start this process and you will change your life. Helena, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that you're doing this work in the Balkans and you're helping so many women and families. And what a great gift you're giving me to tell me that. And thank you all for listening to Helena's amazing story. And type the word coach, type the word coach if you want more information. And I'm sorry for the people who are spammers here. I'm trying to block them, but it doesn't matter. So these people are just, they come on after 15 minutes when I'm live, they come on. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much, Elena. Lots of love. Thank you.
Thank you
Type
for
the
honoring me.
word. Thank you. Thank you. Type the word coach if you're interested in finding out more.